Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, His Excellency Ambassador Medhat Meleegy, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Good evening, Your Excellency.
Good evening to you.
Well, Your Excellency, today the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, as he met with His Highness Emir of Kuwait, Sheikh Mish'al Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, both leaders have made a joint statement. So, and that was very important because this statement showed the same stance that Egypt and Kuwait have towards all the regional issues and the conflicts taking place in the Arab world. How did you read the joint statement?
Well, actually, it was a very important statement coming at a juncture that is really delicate and sensitive to the whole region, actually. And it wasn't a surprise to see this statement and to see the identical point of view that Egypt and Kuwait are sharing. Let's not forget that this visit of His Excellency, His Highness Prince of Kuwait, is his first visit to Egypt as the Prince of Kuwait. And coming at this moment, actually, it gives it a little bit more weight than the usual visits between brothers. That, I mean, President Sisi have met with him before, but this is the first official visit to Egypt. So I think that showing the solidarity with the Palestinian people and a joint point of view regarding the resolution of the current crisis and their willingness and their readiness to work for a Palestinian sovereign state has its merits coming at this moment. So I think it was very important to once again assure to the world community the Arab point of view, especially coming from two big states like Egypt and Kuwait at the same moment.
Yes, yes. So through the joint statement, both countries hailed the bilateral ties between and historical ties between the two countries. Also, they discussed the Israeli aggression, of course, on Gaza Strip, and they discussed the delivery of humanitarian and aid supplies there. Also, they spoke of Libya, of course, and hailed the efforts of the legislative authority to hold elections in Libya and the efforts exerted by Egypt. How did you see also concerning Libya? And also, we cannot forget that they spoke also about Sudan and what they could do to this issue, because a large number of refugees is in Egypt, in other countries around Sudan, and especially in the Arab countries.
I think that all Arab states are facing now a crisis and a dilemma, especially Egypt, with its three borders having regional conflicts in them, whether we are talking about our eastern border, where Israel is committing a genocide and war crimes against the Palestinian people, and the numbers of dead is rising by the hour, or Sudan, where unfortunately the media is not focused very much on the issue in Sudan, although it's very critical and the situation is becoming more and more difficult for the Sudanese people, or in Libya, where the situation is still tense and not 100% secured so far.
Yes.
And there is a lot of foreign insurgents inside Libya. Yes. So actually there is a lot of problems in the region. Of course, we are more than others touched by the impact of these problems. It's right on our borders. And of course, Kuwait, as an Arab nation, as one of the most important Gulf countries, is concerned also with the rest of the Arab world and what's going on there. And as you can see, the three of those problems are concerning Arab people. So this is why both countries have, during their joint declaration, mentioned the two issues and the necessity to find a quick solution to spare more lives and to restore peace and security in the region. Let's not forget that these problems, and we are talking about them in general right now because of the duration, but they are impacting all the Arab world, not just their own countries. I mean, the Libyan problem is affecting neighboring countries in the region, in North Africa, which is also an Arab an Arab region.
Yes.
Also Sudan also is impacting. And so of course is the Palestino-Israeli conflict that is taking time right now. And unfortunately, Israel is not giving peace any chance for the time being, and we need to further convince Israel about the necessity of restoring the situation.
Yes.
Let's not forget another act which is very important in the discussion that took place, which is the bilateral segment of the relations between Egypt and Kuwait. Egypt is trying to attract more investment,
yes.
and we've seen there is several deals that has been signed with other Gulf states that wants to invest in Egypt, and I think this might be a good opportunity that the officials in Egypt, and of course
yes.
led by His Excellency the President of the Republic, talk about the opportunities that Egypt is presenting for investors
yes.
in Egypt, and maybe Kuwait will take part in these efforts.
Yes,
so there is a lot of things that is going on. The visit was short, but there are a lot of issues that were discussed and were tackled during the visit.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Your Excellency, Ambassador Medhat Meleegy, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break, and I'm going to be back with you.